presence here today is making Donald Trump and Elon Musk very nervous. Last time we did a rally in Denver, a little bit smaller than this. Thank you.
We're invited guests, but we also have bag and press equipment on us as well.
Do you have
I have the email. No. Hi. Okay, we're good? Yeah. What do we do about the bag? Should we just take them off? Okay. Sorry. Put it right here.
So, I got you?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I got my...
Okay, I'll say there are no droids in here. You're okay now.
Did you check my bag?
Photo before you walk through.
Sure.
Cheers.
Nice to meet you, man.
So Hawaii.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Again, nice to meet you.
Nice to see you again.
I just want to give this from Nablus.
Give it to him.
It's from Nablus from the West Bank. It's all
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
appreciate you.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you
you.
for talking about my people.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk through right now.
Okay, do I go through? Okay.
I mean, close all the way, so be careful.
Don't worry about it. I got it.
I don't want your stuff to fall out, man.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
That's how we sneak through security, chat. Y'all like that? Like a
All right.
like a whisper.
Hi, Hassan. Nice to meet you. We have.
I'm March. Nice to meet
They
you.
said that they had a spot for us in the press box if we want to post it there. There's also a VIP area, right?
Yeah,
We-
that's pretty full right now.
Wait 1 second. Okay. I mean, can we not go there?
I can turn the press box so we can go that way.
No. I meant the cordoned off VIP area. Can we go there first? Okay. What's up, guys? What's going on, man? Nice to meet you. Hi.
Holy shit, there's a lot of people.
What's up? Okay. Hi.
I think Annie has a place for you in here.
Okay, so this is the press area, right? Yeah. We are, where is is this the?
The creator.
Oh, this is the creator area. Okay. Where's the press area? You guys said we can have press, they told me
Prefer
that.
to be the press center?
Yeah, but, so this is the VIP creator area? Is that what it is?
But you can have whichever. Like,
Okay. No, we definitely prefer the press area, but I just wanted to come in here first and just like see who's here and talk to them if they want to talk. Because I want to like interview people while we wait. Is there a bathroom around here or no?
We only have the porta potties.
No, that's fine.
They're right over there.
Okay.
That's the lines have been short because there's music up right now.
Okay.
Come on, like you're welcome to come in. I should get you a pass.
I have a press pass on me right here.
Yeah, so you're welcome to come in.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. We'll go inside. I can't even hear myself think. It's so loud. Hi. Yeah. Well, we would rather shoot from over there. Yeah. I have a press pass as well. But we're no. I just wanted to come in and see who the influencers are, talk to them as well, maybe interview them.
just, did you have a blue sticker? I gave her. Okay,
Yeah.
then you're good.
All right, thank you.
You're not on the signal? Are you on signal? You're like on signal.
I am on signal, yes. You have my number, right?
I
No?
can find it, but
Here, we're live right now, so I don't want to.
Yeah.
sorry.
There you
Good
go.
to see you again.
Hi, good to see you again. Hello.
Hi.
There is nowhere else in the world I would rather be right now.
Oh, you
right?
you texted me. Here you go.
Yeah,
The people will always have the power.
if you want to come back, we're also doing,
And I'm
at
so
the end,
inspired to stand with you today for a future that includes
like,
everybody.
behind rope line. So if you want to come do that or film it, like I would get back here by the end of his speech.
This is
But if
a song
you're still
called
streaming, then
Okay. All right.
we're gonna probably head out like, as soon as he's done his speech to walk him back.
Okay. What's the hey, what's up? What's the how are you doing? What is the run of show look like? When is
So right now,
Can you send that to me?
yeah, and right now we're at Maggie. There's gonna be SEIU, Neil, AOC, Bernie, and then
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you.
I'll send it if it's sent.
All right. What's up, guys? Hi. Okay, we
Do you need anything else?
no, we're gonna go over to the press area and see where we can. We'll go over to the press area real quick to see where we can film from, and then we'll roam around, and then we'll go back there when the Bernie speeches or when the AOC and Bernie speeches are happening. Right? Also, do you have the thing, the mic?
Oh yeah. It's in there.
Do you have a blue sticker?
No.
What's
I
up?
need one. I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I just snuck it.
You don't have a press.
Does he need a badge too? Okay.
I walked right.
No, I know. I saw. Where did you put the mic and the handle, mic handle?
Put this on.
Hold this.
You have a blue sticker. And if you are trying to go back at all, you need someone that has a yellow sticker to escort after you shut it down.
Wait, where? Go back where?
If you're going back at all, you'll
Oh,
need
backstage?
to be escorted by someone.
Okay, that's fine.
Learn to talk and tell the
All right.
Hold this.
What?
Actually, hold it for a second too.
What's up, chat? Can you guys hear me speak clearly?
Probably not.
Or is it too loud? Because I can't even hear myself speak. So I suspect that. Minor F? Audio's good? Too loud?
We're right by the speaker.
A bit crunchy.
Yeah, we're right by the speaker. That's why.
Yeah. Let's go back. What? No, I'm good, thank you. Let's go to the press area. Let's take a look at the press area. And then after that, wow, look at the crowds, dude. It's
Yeah, it's
crazy. God damn. We'll go to the press area. Hi. We'll go to the press area first, take a look at where we can plop the camera, and then I have to piss. Or maybe I should just rip a piss right now. Right?
Sure, let's go.
Damn.
You got no motion.
Some of the volunteers are
They're running a tight ship.
volunteering hard to kick me out of here. They're like, I don't see your press badge. Who the f do you think you are? It's good. All right, let me go rip a piss first. What's up? Sure.
I'm with the ILWU, Local
Hell yeah.
I was gonna step over it. Can I step over
Hell
it?
yeah.
Can I step over it?
I don't know if you know that.
The Longshoremen? Yeah, no, of course I know them.
We're from the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Isn't that good?
You don't mind.
Go for it.
Yeah, 1 second. No, you can do it again. Hold on. I just
Good, just getting started.
all right.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you guys. Of course. Thank you for yours.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
All right, I think this works.
Okay, sorry. Thank you. Sorry. Wait, hold on. Can I get a photo too?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just put this on my leg real quick.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you guys. Sure. All right. What's going on, guys? One more? Sure.
Sorry. I got it. Thank
All right.
you.
Nice to meet you guys. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, guys. Put me a giant ball. Yeah. Well, I gotta pee first. So, well, you guys are going back there, right? All right, I'll come over there in a second.
Go piss, girl.
What?
I said go piss, girl.
Oh wait, is there a line for the bathrooms? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh. No.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
All right, I guess we gotta wait. We gotta wait. Wait, maybe they have a. You think they have another? You think they have a porta potty in there?
Check.
All right, we need someone with a yellow badge to walk us in there, because we don't have.
Yeah, where's Bernie supposed to be?
I don't know.
I like your shirt.
Oh, thank
Feels
you.
like the only sensible thing that I've seen today.
Thank you. Ideology.shop.
Paid actor, by the way.
American made. American made. Union made.
That's a shitload.
We should have just went in with them. God damn it. I
Can't even really tell on camera how many people there are, but it's a shitload.
Can they? Oh, hell yeah. You
It's
too.
like in every direction.
Yeah. A bathroom line is never good, Lamount. I know, but there's a lot of people here, chat, and people gotta pee. One of the craziest things I experienced. One of the craziest things I experienced was at the Pro Palestine rally in DC. Hi. Of course not. Let's do it.
No, don't even worry about
No,
it.
no, no. Let's do it.
Thank you so much. I saw you from far away and I was like,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
Hey, Hassan.
What's going on?
Can we get a picture with you?
Yeah, of course. Thank you for volunteering, guys.
Yeah, of course. Of course you would. Thank you, man.
Nice to meet all of you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
We'll do.
I said take a quick picture. We're
Of course.
big fans. Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you guys. How do I do this? Oh. Oh, it's already maxed out. It's supposed to be like this.
Broke it.
I just wanted to say thanks. You prevented a few of my friends from going down the Red Pill right-wing pipeline.
Hell yeah.
So I appreciate that, man. You
Of course.
speak to a certain type of people. I'm sure you get that all the time.
I try my best. Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
That's not too bad, the line.
Yeah, we're almost there.
What's up? You guys want to take a photo? Of course.
Thank you so much. And thank
Nice
you for all
to
that
meet
you
you.
do.
just you and me now. Let's get the f out of here. What if we just left? Who? Oh, that's Hassan. Hassan Piker. He's a Twitch streamer.
And what is that, like a podcast?
It's live streaming. Like we're live right now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
Which is for the right side.
Yeah, yeah.
Correct side.
I can't read chat right now. Don't know what you're saying. The sun is beating down so hard on me right now. Okay. I don't like being on stream anymore. This is getting awkward, chat. Hassan, hurry up. Please pee faster. Excuse me.
Were you gonna use social too?
No, I'm just waiting for... All right. I'm opening chat. I'm reading you guys. Looking. Just kidding, he's done. Thank God. Here you go.
Should we do it with just your mic, or should we do a?
Yeah, let's stick my gun there.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of overexposed. Sorry, Jack.
All right, here. What is this?
It's from
It looks like you could stab someone with it.
it's from the mic arms, like the Gato table clamp mic arms.
Okay.
Thank you for doing the good work.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. I can meet you at the press entrance. Will you drop me off?
Look at that. Just don't swing it too
Oh,
aggressively.
sorry about that. All right, let's see if we can get back here. Wait, how do we go through here?
We're doing better. If people are sitting
Wait, is this? But to get in here, we need some.
Are you guys trying to get backstage?
Yeah.
Go down this way and just like the lines right over.
Okay, thank you.
Can I get a picture real quick?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
guys love you.
Oh, thank you.
Hey,
What's going on, guys?
Hey, big fan, man.
Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for being here. Oops. We need someone to walk us in here, right? Is this backstage?
We have access.
Okay. We only have a press pass, but we need someone with a yellow badge to walk us, is what I heard.
Somebody with access.
Yeah.
Access, then we can allow you.
Yeah. I have all access.
You just hover long enough, someone will recognize you.
Okay. Oh yeah, she has
I know
it.
who you are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Isabel and Annie are sort of like overseeing this. I'm just press, but let me. What do you have a one-on-one right now?
No, we were gonna walk in with Premia's team, but I had to go pee.
Fair. Absolutely fair. Okay. Yeah, I can let you back.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Hello. Of course.
I work for Rokana and Bernie. And
You're also live, by the way, just so you know.
I was like,
Go
if
ahead.
I meet Hassan, I'm stopping my work.
Okay.
I'm saying hi.
No, it's valid.
Hello, hi Will. You're amazing. Keep doing what you're
Nice to
doing.
meet you.
Thanks for all you do with Road too.
All right. All right, so I guess this is like the limited backstage area.
You're so tall, man.
What's up, man?
What's up? I work with Rokana. I do his digital.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Is he here?
Yeah, you want to go talk to him?
We can talk to him. What's going on?
I'm one of the representatives who got expelled.
Oh yeah, I remember. Here, what's up? I'm live right now, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk? You want to talk to the stream?
Yeah, I'm just here supporting the fight against fascism and oligarchy, and so I represent Nashville in the legislature in the South, and we know that in the South we have the system of plantation politics we're still fighting against, and so the youngest got kicked out in 2023 for protesting, but we're continuing to engage in good trouble. So,
hell yeah. What do you? Does this feel does this give you a little bit of enthusiasm seeing so many people out here?
I think it's powerful. I mean, we, coming together to say that this is not normal what's going on right now, and to see it's a multiracial, multi-generational coalition. So it gives a little bit of encouragement. I came from Tennessee, did an event at Coachella about activism. That's why I drove over with Maxwell Frost over here to support the rally.
Oh, you guys have something going on at Coachella as well?
Yesterday, we did a panel about grassroots organizing. So yeah.
That's
we have to
cool.
go to unexpected places. I think that's, going to music festivals, going to places, meeting people where they are is critical right now.
Did you see anybody at Coachella while you were there?
Glorilla, Lady Gaga.
Okay, that's nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was good. When are you gonna run, brother? We got to get you.
Oh no. I feel like I have utility doing this more than anything else.
Yeah. Well, thank you for keeping people informed more than the corporate media. You tell the truth and you say things that need to be said and are not worried about like being censored or the consequence. But you just got to shine light of truth on what's happening right now. So,
what do you feel are some of the inefficiencies that you're seeing from the Democratic Party right now?
I think, we're not recognizing the urgency of this moment. I think people are still trying to play patty cake and make friends with fascists, and we have to recognize that these are not folks who have our best interests. There's no way to find a moderation with people who want to destroy this nation and destroy people of color, destroy people who are trans, destroy immigrants. There's no common ground, and so we have to recognize that there's urgency and that we have to fight. We can't be afraid to fight back, and and that means civility is not always the way, decorum is not always the way. Sometimes democracy requires disruption, and that's what we need right now.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Appreciate you. Can I take a picture with you?
Yeah, of course. What's up?
You want to go see Rob?
Sure. We'll go talk to Ro Khanna.
Thanks, brother.
Nice to meet you, man. Yeah. Thank you. Keep up the good fight.
Sean Piker, can I quick get a photo with you?
Yeah.
Can someone please take that photo with me and Sean Piker? I'm the executive director of Progressive Democrats of America.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
You're live, by the way.
What?
You're live right now.
Oh, I am great. Well, on behalf of the young Progressive Democrats of America, I'm here with your hero, Hassan Piker.
Oh.
So you've been in touch with some of our steering committee from YPDA. I'd love to tell you what we do. We are the organization that drafted Bernie Sanders to run for president as a Democrat. Back before Sanders ran in 2016, we were the big fish in the small pond of electoral left politics. And now we're one of the major national mass membership organizations. We're on the far left wing of the Democratic Party, Democratic Socialist, Social Democratic. But man, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the contemporary Democratic Party, more than mine, because I hear mine all the time.
I say mine all the time. They know my thoughts on the contemporary Democratic Party. It's always a day late and a dollar short at a time when there's no time to waste,
Don't you think the base of the party, though, supports the Sanders platform?
I do.
Right.
Yes, I think so.
So it's the money power that controls.
I still think like even the Sanders platform doesn't go far enough by my estimation. But I think that at least like he's trying to claw back some of that podium away from the Democratic Party in the appropriate direction. And that's a good thing overall, and it clearly is something that people are responsive to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm, every time I go to one of these things and I see these massive crowds, I'm very excited.
Well, to your audience, right? To your audience, don't forget, we're in a situation where, by the way, a lot of political scientists and historians note that left progressive
Some of your young progressives over there.
That success for a left progressive movement, especially a redistributive one, happens after a severe crisis in the world. We have our crisis. We have an opportunity to remake America on a social democratic socialist plane, folks, with universal health care, a prosperous middle class, not dominated by oligarchs. But here's the thing. Is the Democratic Party the vehicle or the barrier? It was the vehicle in FDR's time, and if it is the vehicle, because I think we need unity, therefore we're not going to see third partyism, because no one's going to start a third party, because no one will vote against the fascists. We need unity to defeat the fascists, but we got to make that vehicle of unity what the people want, or it will be gaslighting and it will lose.
Yeah, I agree.
So there we go, man.
Nice to meet you. Did you take the photo?
I think so, or maybe took off my phone. Great to meet you,
nice
man.
to meet you.
Yeah.
All right, let's go talk to Ro Khanna. Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Kenneth Mejia.
Yeah, of course, man. What's good?
You know Jane, right? We were trying to do because the budget's coming up. She was like, we should do a stream where we work out and talk about the budget.
I would love to do that, man. Guys, this is the LA City Comptroller. Oh yeah, we are live.
Controller, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's
Kenneth
up,
Mejia. I think you've outperformed my expectations. Out of all of like the local, out of all the local picks that I had that I was like actively supporting, you've done a phenomenal job.
Thank you, man. We need to let people know where the money's going in the city. So.
I know.
Yeah.
What do you think is the biggest budgetary crisis in Los Angeles right now?
Oh, right now there's so many lawsuits in the city of LA. We're facing a $1 billion budget deficit. $320 million this fiscal year is spent on lawsuits, a lot of it.
Yeah.
You know, the top part is police. Next there are like the dangerous roads and stuff like that, but too many lawsuits and not a lot of revenue coming in on our tax dollars.
I always tell folks that are watching, that are listening, like, listen, if you're pissed off about your potholes, if you're pissed off about the shitty infrastructure, if you're pissed off about the social safety nets that the city used to provide, lack of adequate public transit, even homelessness, a big part of that is because our local budgets are unfortunately designed to constantly go to the police.
Yeah.
And then also, the additional expenses are also going to the police in terms of lawsuits that the city has to pay out back to the taxpayers when the cops inevitably do things that nobody likes.
Yep, and what happens is when they overspend, they have to cut or take the money from another department. And so that's what they're looking at. Because of this $1 billion budget deficit, the city's looking to cut thousands of jobs. So.
Yeah.
If you all pay attention, April 21st, that's when the City of LA budget drops. Pay attention, and we'll be telling everyone where the budget drops. And maybe we could do something when it drops so we can let everyone know where the money's going.
Watch out.
Can I take a selfie for you?
Yeah, of course.
I'll give it to Jane. She
I still have your muscle tee.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get. He made when he was running, he made muscle tees for the campaign. All right, but we gotta go talk to Ro Khanna. Good to see you, man. Keep up the great work. Thank you for everything.
Cross over to the creator platform because we're trying to clear this area.
They want me to talk to Ro Khanna real quick. Is that all right? Can I do that? It'll be quick. All right. Let's go through here. They want me to get out of here. I'm being too disruptive. Hi. What's up?
3 jobs to survive. Changing the damn rules so no one has to choose between medicine and food. Changing the damn rules. So hear me. So no one has to live in the shadows. Changing the damn rules so that our democracy serves the people and not the wealthy.
I'm good. How are you?
That was at the convention.
Yeah. Here, you want to pop this on? I can do that for you if you want. Or you want to do it? I can do it. Here we go. All right. So you guys do one-on-ones here? I'm sorry. I didn't even schedule anything. We were just kind of going. We're just doing it casual. But all right, we're here with Ro Khanna, everybody.
Good to see you again.
Remember a lot of the stuff that we had a conversation about at the DNC. I feel like I was ringing the alarm bells.
You were right.
And
you were ringing it on Gaza.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it feels like it came true, and now we are staring down the barrel of unlimited control in a very scary way. The erosion of due process, the erosion of the First Amendment.
Well, it is very, very concerning. The only thing that we have going for us is people are realizing Bernie Sanders was right. You know, I co-chaired his campaign. 40,000 people out here today standing up against mass deportations. Supreme Court ruled that Abrego couldn't be deported to El Salvador.
Unanimous decision.
Unanimous. Because people are speaking out. I'm going to Yale Law School on Tuesday to take the fight to J.D. Vance. Both of us went to Yale. And it's one of the most hard-hitting speeches. I'm going to call them out on calling universities the enemy, on watching idly while students are being snatched from universities for speaking out on free speech.
Law school, the law firms as well. It's very obvious that the Trump administration is actively undermining any part of the legal apparatus that could even remotely fight back against the unjustifiable, unconstitutional actions that they're engaging in. I think aside from protesting, which is great, what are some of the tangible things that people can do?
Show up in red districts, and I've been on this town hall tour. 1,000 people in rural California, going to Nebraska, Pennsylvania, because we can get Republicans in these swing districts to start to speak out. They are. Josh Hawley called Trump and said, I can't vote for any Medicaid cuts. You got the Supreme Court now at least saying you can't just deport people without due process. You have people like Don Bacon speaking out against the tariffs. It's too few, but the more we mobilize, the more some Republicans are going to start speaking out.
So the suggestion for people in red districts is to go out and
show up.
Show
up on social media, show up at town halls, show up at rallies. By the way, there are all these studies that show 5% of the country's population marches and mobilizes. That's the biggest way to push back against authoritarian tendencies. We got there almost in this past weekend, 5 million people. So we have got to just continue to organize, show up, mobilize. Your voice matters, and it's making a difference. People say, how's it making a difference? Look at the Supreme Court. Look at them backing up Medicaid cuts in the Senate.
All right. Well, thank you, Rokan.
Thank you.
I got to get the mic back real quick. Okay. All right. We'll go. We'll leave now. No problem. Listen.
Do something with Frost. He wants to, but we have to just do it out.
Sure, we can do it wherever. What's up?
Council member?
Hi.
Councilwoman Eunice Hernandez.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you for fighting so hard against that. Well, actually.
Oh, I'm live already.
Okay, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. Thank you for your work.
All right, thank you. She was about to say something, but thank God the microphone was in my hand. All right. So, where are we running?
We're going back to the creator.
Okay. Thank you.
We're going on strike at UCLA on May 1st.
Hell, AOC speaking. Let's try to find a place to plop up on the press box. Of course. Let's do it.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you. All right. Hi. What's going on? They said we had a spot on the press box. It seems pretty hectic up there. Is it possible we can just like plop up over there right now?
Go for it.
All right, we'll just muscle in there. Oh, you want to take a photo? All right. Nice to meet you, man.
You know, we're all here together.
What?
We share
Hi. No, I can't right now.
heartache that comes from watching those in power
Let me go up there first.
actively tear down
Let me see.
or refuse to fight for
Sorry.
everyday working Americans like us. And we are here together because an extreme concentration of power,
just put it
greed,
right here. We can put it
and
right here.
corruption is taking over this country like never before.
Pull it up.
Oligarchy in America.
Here. I don't know if it's in the part.
And we must acknowledge the terrifying moment that we are in right now. And that
I'm
what
holding
we
it,
are
pull it.
hearing and seeing with our own eyes is, in fact, happening.
Okay.
We are watching our neighbors,
might not be
students,
tall enough.
and friends being fired, targeted, and disappeared.
Sorry.
It is real. People we love are being targeted and harassed for being trans or queer. Our co-workers, U.S. citizens and immigrants alike, are being disappeared off the street by men in vans
You can
with
get
no
over here.
uniform.
Just like plop on over here.
Educators are being fired
Here,
for
go ahead.
teaching American history accurately, and activists are being detained with no charge or evidence for using their First Amendment rights, especially when they use them for Palestinians.
Is that
In fact, the
Yeah.
Trump administration
One second.
admits that it has jailed Mahmoud Khalil, a young husband and father from New York, without any evidence or charge of a crime. The Trump administration admits that they have thrown Mahmoud in a cell thousands of miles away because he attended a protest and are detaining him for the content of his speech and nothing more. In fact, Donald Trump's detention of someone like Mahmoud Khalil for his speech is anti-American. And we demand his release, along with the release of Rumeysa Oster, who is also jailing for writing an op-ed in her school paper. And we demand their release because we, Los Angeles, we do have power in this moment. All of us do, and everyday people do. In fact, you all showed that this week, LA. A few days ago, ICE officials attempted to enter 2 LAUSD schools to target kids. They lied to school officials and claimed that they had parents' permission to get to these children when they didn't. But it wasn't just a lawyer or a judge that said no. It started with everyday people, school staff, and employees who spoke up when they felt something was wrong. And it was the teachers and principals that stood strong
You got it?
and said no.
Here, I got it. Hold on.
Kids, when it could have been easier to say yes out of fear. You defended them, LA, because it will never be just institutions and officials alone that uphold our democracy. It will always be the people,
I'm gonna put the mic in
the
the bag.
masses, who refuse to comply with authoritarian regimes, who are the last and strongest defense of our country and our freedoms. Because we know in Los Angeles that a better world is possible, and we are willing to do something about it. To this place. Because this moment did not come out of nowhere. It has been a long time coming. The destruction of our rights and democracy is directly tied to the growing and extreme wealth inequality that has been building for years in America. It is not a coincidence that billionaires like Elon Musk dumped billions of dollars in this election to elect Trump. And I'll tell you, LA, he sure as hell isn't doing that out of charity. For years, we have known that our political system has slowly but surely become dominated by big money and billionaires. Time after time, we have seen and experienced how our government and laws are more responsive to lobbyists than to the will of everyday people. And we also know that the agenda of dark money to keep wages low and to loot our public goods to give to the rich is deeply unpopular with people of all backgrounds, all parties, and all places. Just look at what Republicans have been quietly doing in Congress. They have been voting just this week to advance cuts on hundreds of billions of dollars from Medicaid and veterans benefits and Social Security so that they can take that money and give it to the billionaires who elected them in the form of tax cuts and sweetheart government contracts to companies like SpaceX. And you know who voted for that from California, by the way? David Valadao of California's 22nd, Young Kim of California's 40th, and Ken Calvert of California's 41st. They know that that's not what you want. They know that it is deeply unpopular. They know that it hurts you, but they are not here to serve us. They are here to serve themselves and the billionaires who have paid them, oligarchy. And they know that the only chance they have to get away with such an unpopular agenda, to get away with stealing in plain view, is to stoke deep divisions among us along lines of race, identity, and culture to keep us fighting and distracted.
Put it in the bag.
This has been the big money playbook, not just now, but for decades. And that is why Donald Trump is not an aberration. He is the logical, inevitable conclusion of an American political system dominated by corporate and dark money. And if we are here to defeat him, we must defeat the system that created him. Money in politics is the hands of oligarchy, Los Angeles. And we are at a crossroads. We can either have extreme wealth inequality with a toxic division and corruption that it requires to survive, or we can have a fair economy that guarantees health care to all for working people, along with a democracy and freedoms that uphold it.
Go ahead.
Oligarchy or democracy, but we cannot have both. Los Angeles, I've made my choice. We must fight the oligarchy that has created this nightmare. And that is why I have never taken money from lobbyists or corporations, and it's why I never will. You know, when I first got to Congress, I was genuinely shocked by how this place worked. Even having run against dark money on a campaign against it in the first place. The everyday influence of corruption and dark money was astonishing, how normalized it is. In fact, Congress and members of Congress have somehow conditioned itself to actually believe that it is normal for elected representatives who swear an oath to the American people to day trade individual stocks that make millions with the sensitive information that we are entrusted with for the purpose of governing. How can anyone possibly make an objective vote on healthcare, energy, or war when their personal money is tied up in pharmaceutical, oil and gas, or defense company stocks? They can't. You can't. And we saw this play out this week with Trump's corrupt and disastrous tariff scheme. I hope that we all see now that the White House's tariff shuffle here didn't have anything to do with manufacturing like they claimed. It was about manipulating the markets. It was about hurting retirees and everyday people in the sell-off.
It's
so
about
Trump
JD Pond.
could quietly enrich his friends, who he nudged to buy the dip before reversing it all in the morning.
It's about coming after the Treatlerites.
Trump is a criminal.
What's up, man?
A criminal.
Nice to meet you.
Guilty of 34 felony counts of fraud. Of course he is lying and manipulating the stock market too. He is at his best making himself to back him and the members of Congress who trade with him rich. Not you, not me, not the people. And to be clear, I don't care what party you are, Democrat or Republican. I don't care what position one holds. Members of Congress and elected officials holding and trading individual stock is wrong, it must end, and we must ban it. But I'll give you another example. Shocking and casual it was when I was first elected. Just this year, I was named and appointed to the powerful Energy and Commerce Committee. This is one of the most powerful committees in all of Congress. And for years, lobbyists worked to keep me off this committee. It oversees 2/3 of the American economy. Healthcare, energy, technology, trade. As they say in Congress, if it moves, it's energy. If it doesn't, it's commerce. And that's the jurisdiction of this committee. And an interesting thing that happened was that the day I was named to this committee, the same day, my office's phones rang off the hook and our inboxes were flooded by every corporate lobbyist under the sun. They all wanted to be my best friends.
Boo!
But you know what, Los Angeles? Because of your support, because of you all showing up, because I don't have to take a dime in corporate money, you allow me to say no. But not everyone is so lucky. I have seen firsthand how these groups bully and pressure members of Congress, threatening to either take money away or spend it against them if they don't do what they want. And what they want is for our lives to be as expensive as possible on the lowest possible wage. It all trickles down to how life feels for working people today. These facts of life, the feeling of the water rising up to our throats, the impossibility to afford anything easily, the fear of speaking up, the deeply bitter and toxic division driven more by algorithms on social media than individual thought, the crumbling of our rights and protections. Understand that all of this is what it means and what it feels like to be governed by billionaires. This is what oligarchy feels like, and it only will get worse until we act. It is this system that relies on division to legislate greed that has brought us the most corrupt administration in American history and the Republican majorities to support it. Big money is how we got Donald Trump. And his whole presidency began with launching tools for bribery, meme coins to fleece working people and move around money in the dark, extortion settlements from media companies and law firms who gladly pay them. The removal of duly elected officials on Inauguration Day. Donald Trump removed duly elected officials from the chamber in order to make space for who's really in charge who were the billionaires who sat behind him. They have one central economic mission: to make billionaires richer at the expense of the United States of America. And it does not surprise us that their first economic mission has been to target Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security, to fire our federal workers, and fleece and abandon our veterans so that they can hand that money off to the billionaires who are backing them. But this isn't just about the Republican attacks on working people, LA. We need a Democratic Party that fights harder for us too. And that means our communities, all of us coming together, choosing and voting for Democrats and elected officials who know how to stand for the working class. And LA, I want to thank you for working very hard and doing your best to try to make that happen. In fact, last month, when other Democrats caved, your senators, Alex Padilla and Adam Schiff, stood strong against the DC pressure and voted against the Republican spending bill to cut billions for working people. In fact, all of your Democratic members of Congress and all of your members here today voted against that bill too. Defend them, LA, and don't stop there. I want you to look at every level of office around and support Democrats who actually fight, because those are the ones who can actually defeat Republicans. So folks, you know what that means. We have to start working now to give David Valadao, Young Kim, and Ken Calvert the boot and replace them with a brawling Democrat who will stand for the working people of California.
Damn.
But beyond elections, LA, our task is to build community. Block associations, volunteer groups, church organizations, PTAs, activist organizations, because community is the most powerful building block we have to defeat authoritarianism and root out corruption. This is the path to guaranteeing health care to every American, to establish a living minimum wage, to take on skyrocketing rents and mortgages, to tackle the climate crisis, and establish a country where the American dream is actually possible for all of us. I come from a working class family. My mom cleaned houses, my dad worked to start a small business, and they worked so hard just to make life possible a little bit better for my brother and I. And when I was a teenager, my dad was diagnosed with cancer. He passed away before I was even 20 years old. And the rug was pulled out from us, all in the middle of the 2008 recession. So many of us live like this. One accident, one bad day, one piece of bad news away from our lives falling apart. We don't have to live like this anymore, Los Angeles. We can stand with one another and stand for ourselves. And we might come from different places, but we share the same experiences. So to all who came here today unsure of whether this is where you belong, I want to say that you do. No matter if you have all the right words to say, no matter your race, religion, gender identity, or status, no matter if you disagree with me on some things, but if you are willing to fight for someone that you don't know, you are welcome here. If you are willing to fight for working people regardless of who they are, how they identify, you are welcome here. Because here, everyone is valued. But we have to stand together. We cannot be tempted to turn in our neighbors or be fooled into thinking that we are really that much different from a trans kid who wants to get accepted by their friends. That we're that different from a dreamer who worked to go to college and try to provide for their family. That we're that different from anyone who's not like us. Hate is a trap that sinks us all. And it is standing together without exception to reject division. That is the only way we can win. It's the only way we can win. So I hope you see that this movement is not about partisan labels or purity tests, but it's about class solidarity. It is about the thousands of you who came out here today to stand together and say our lives deserve dignity and our work deserves respect.
I need to move some food into my mouth.
No matter who we are here to make a sacred promise to each other.
We're filming.
And our goal today is to commit to building the kind of country we all deserve. And we will make that promise, to take care of each other on our worst days and to share in the successes of our best. Thank you so much, Los Angeles. And it is my honor here today to introduce someone who has dedicated his life to bringing us together. So let's get loud and let's be grateful because Senator Bernie Sanders is in the building. Come on down, Bernie. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people, right on. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power
Chad, I can't stress this enough. There are a shit ton of people here. I don't know what the exact number is. We'll find out. I'll ask the campaign.
It's not
I'll ask their
Bernie,
team.
It is you. Let me thank our brothers and sisters in the trade union movement for being here. Let me thank Unite Here, LiUNA Local 724, ILWU, the Longshoremen, CNA nurses, NNN nurses, NUHW Kaiser nurses, UTLA, UAW, California Labor Federation, AFL-CIO. And today we pledge with our brothers and sisters in the trade union movement, we are going to grow the movement. Millions of workers want to join unions because they know they're going to get better wages, better benefits, better working conditions. Let's do it.
I got numbers. 36,000. It's the biggest rally so far that they've done.
The musicians
36,000 people are
who've
here.
been with us today. So great. Ray's Gospel Choir, thank you. The Red Pears, Jeff Rosenstock, Indigo D'Souza, Dirty Projectors, Joan Baez, Maggie Rogers, Neil Young. And you know why we had all of these great musicians here today? It's not just joy. We're going to sing and dance our way to victory against hatred and divisiveness. So I want to thank all of the musicians who have been with us. And I want to thank the political leaders who have been here, Roe and Pramila and Jimmy, thank you. And mostly, I want to thank all of you. And I want to tell you something.
Is
You
there a
are
need for
making
medical assistance or
Donald
something?
Trump. All right, we need a medic. Medic.
Oh.
Okay? Your presence here today, and by the way, there are some 36,000 of you. The largest rally that we have ever had. And your presence here today is making Donald Trump and Elon Musk very nervous. Last time we did a rally in Denver, a little bit smaller than this. Thank you, LA. Elon Musk announced that everybody at the rally, or most of the people, were paid organizers. Anybody here get paid to come today?
Me? No.
And Donald Trump, very envious
George
of sizes.
Soros. George Soros paid me.
He said, well, Bernie has rallies of 2,000 or 3,000 people, can't compete with Trump. He lied. So I invite the president to come to LA. Tell the people here why you think it's a great idea to cut Medicaid and nutrition and health care so you can give tax breaks to billionaires. The people of LA would love to hear that. So why are we here in LA today? And the answer is obvious. We are living in a moment of extraordinary danger. And how we respond to this moment will not only impact our lives, but will impact the lives of our kids and future generations. And in terms of the climate, it will depend, we can depend on whether or not the planet Earth survives. That's why we're here today. We're living in a moment where a handful of billionaires control the economic and political life of our country. We're living in a moment with a president who has no understanding or respect for the Constitution of the United States. And let us make no doubt about it, moving us rapidly toward an authoritarian form of society. And Mr. Trump, we ain't going there. We are living in a moment where the Republican Party has, to a large degree, become a cult of the individual, obeying Trump's every wish. And at a time of massive income and wealth inequality, right now as we speak, they are plotting about how they can give $1.1 trillion in tax breaks to the 1% and devastate programs that working families need. You know, it's funny, just yesterday, our good friend Mr. Musk sent out a tweet, and in essence, he said, you know, Bernie Sanders has been talking about the growth of oligarchy year after year after year. Well, Elon, you're damn right. That's what I've been talking about. The difference is, I'm no longer talking about how we're moving to oligarchy. I'm talking about how we are living today in an oligarchic form of society.
78%. Oh, I can swap it.
Yeah, probably. 3 months ago, when Trump was inaugurated, standing right behind him during his inauguration were the three wealthiest people in this country, Mr. Musk, Mr. Bezos, and Mr. Zuckerberg. And right behind them were 13 other billionaires who Trump had nominated to head up major federal agencies. And that, brothers and sisters, is what oligarchy is all about. You know, lately, given what's happening in America, I've been remembering the history lessons that I learned when I was in the 6th grade. And I remember, and I think many of you will recall, when you think about your education, you'll remember hearing about Abraham Lincoln on the fields of Gettysburg in 1863. And that was just a few days after 20,000 Union soldiers had either died or been wounded fighting against the nightmare of slavery.
I'm gonna go grab
And Lincoln looked out on that field, and this is what he said, and you all remember it. He said, quote, we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. And that is precisely why we are here today, to make sure that government of, by, and for the people does not perish, and that we do not become a government of the billionaire class, by the billionaire class, and for the billionaire class. The American people do not want the richest guy on earth running all over Washington, D.C., decimating the Social Security Administration, making it harder. It's the richest guy on earth, making it harder for old people with disabilities to get the benefits that they paid into. Proposing to lay off 83,000 workers at the Veterans Administration.
Yes, sir.
Denying the health care that the men and women who put their lives on the line to defend us deserve. Slashing the Department of Education. Decimating USAID, which, by the way, means that hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of the most desperate people in this world will die as a result. And when we talk about oligarchy, it is not just economics. I trust that all of you know that you are living under a corrupt campaign finance system which allows billionaires to buy elections. Don't tell me about democracy when Musk himself can put $270 million to elect Donald Trump and then get rewarded with the most important position in government. But it's not just Musk and Republicans, it's the Democratic Party as well. Their billionaires tell candidates, don't stand up to the powerful special interest, and too many Democrats are listening to them. And that is why if we want to preserve democracy in America, we've got to overturn this disastrous Citizens United Supreme Court decision. And we got to move to public funding of elections. In America, one person, one vote, not billionaires buying elections. Let me tell you something about the oligarchs. They are very, very religious people. But their religion is not based on doing unto others as you would have them do unto you. Their religion is not based on love or justice. Their religion is based on greed, greed, and more greed. All over this country, in Vermont, California, all over this country, we have a serious problem with drug addiction, with alcoholism, with other forms of addiction. But in my honest opinion, the most serious addiction crisis we face is the addiction of the oligarchy toward greed. They got billions and billions of dollars. It's not enough. They need more. And if they have to step on the poor and the disabled and working class people, that is what they will do unless we stop them, and we will stop them. But it's not just oligarchy we are fighting. We're fighting EMT. Raise your hand where the problem is. Okay, we got somebody there? Got it, somebody? Okay, thank you. But it's not just oligarchy we are fighting. We're fighting a president who undermines our Constitution every day and threatens our freedom of speech and assembly, and whose agents are rounding up innocent people off the streets, putting them in unmarked vans and throwing them in detention centers. That is what happens in dictatorships, not democracies. And we're going to stop that outrageous action on the part of the president. You know, our founding fathers in this country were no dummies. They wrote a constitution and established a form of government with a separation of powers. Remember our reading all about that? You got a legislative body, Congress, you got an executive branch, president, you got a judiciary, the federal courts. And they wrote that document because they had just fought a brutal war against the autocratic King of England. And what they understood as they were forming this new country, that they never wanted to see a nation where one person had unlimited power. Well, Trump wants that power. We are not giving it to him. Trump is suing the media because they say bad things about him. Oh, how horrible is that? He has sued ABC, CBS, Meta, the Des Moines Register. His FCC is investigating NPR and PBS. He loves the media when they fawn over him, but he can't take criticism. This from a guy who has made vulgar comments about his opponents. Hey, Mr. President, if you can't take criticism, get out of politics. That's what democracy is about. The powers of Congress. He is illegally abolishing agencies that Congress created. He's withholding funding that Congress has appropriated. He is establishing tariffs that he has no legal right to do. But it's not just the media and Congress that he's trying to intimidate. In an absolutely outrageous and unconstitutional way, he is going after the judiciary. His view is if a decision comes down from a judge that you don't like, you try to get rid of that judge and impeach him or her. He is going after law firms that have opposed him and his interest in the past, and disgracefully, a number of these law firms have caved in. He is going after universities. You know, the function of a university, school of higher education, is to pursue the truth, not to cave in to an authoritarian president to protect the federal grants they get. But it is not just Trump's and his administration's domestic policy that we should be concerned about. For the first time in our 250-year history, we have a president who is aligning himself with dictatorship abroad. No, Mr. Trump, Ukraine did not start that war. Putin and Russia did. We must lead the world in supporting democracies, not supporting Putin and dictatorships. And let me tell you something else. Trump wants over $8 billion more to go to Netanyahu's war machine. Israel has a right to defend itself against terrorism, but it does not have a right to go to war against the entire Palestinian people. It does not have the right to kill 50,000 people, injure over 100,000, and destroy the entire infrastructure. And as bad as that is, Trump wants to expel the 2.2 million people in Gaza in order to create a playground for his billionaire friends. That is beyond insane, and we will never, never let that happen. Brothers and sisters, not just oligarchy and authoritarianism. Our job right now, at a time when the very richest people in America are becoming phenomenally richer, our job is to create an economy that works for all of us, not just the people on top. All right, I'm going to do something radical here. You ready? I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to talk about what's really going on in America today, and that is we are living with two Americas. One America, the people on top, have never ever in the history of our country had it so good. Today we have more income and wealth inequality than we have ever had. The three wealthiest people own more wealth than the bottom half of American society, 170 million people. The top 1% owns more wealth than the bottom 90%, and the CEOs of major corporations now earn 300 times what their workers are making. Is there a medical issue? All right, we need an EMT there. Raise your hand, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't find food for us, unfortunately. I was scavenged.
But it's not just income and wealth inequality. We have more concentration of ownership today than we have ever had. We have a handful of corporations owning sector and sector of our economy. So that is one America. People on top doing phenomenally well. Let me tell you about the other America that you know very, very well. And that is that 60% of our people are living paycheck to paycheck. Anybody here living paycheck to paycheck? All right, I grew up, unlike Donald Trump, I grew up in a family.
Why is March raising his hand?
That live paycheck to paycheck, so I know a little bit about that. And the result of living paycheck to paycheck
Chet,
is
March is
such, if you
raising
can't
his
believe
hand right now.
that working class people in America die 7 years earlier than the rich. All right, I'm going to ask you a question. Why is that? All right, you got it. The answer is stress. If you got to worry every single day how you're going to feed your kids, how you're going to pay the rent, how you're going to make sure that your car doesn't break down so you can get to work, how you're going to afford to provide for your kid when your kid gets sick and needs to go to a doctor, how you have to work when your schedule is changed every day and you have a boss that doesn't care about you. When you live under those conditions day after day, year after year, it eats away at your body, it eats away in your mind. We need to create an economy where all of our people can live out their life expectancy in the way that they should. You know why people all over this country are angry? In fact, some of them end up voting for Trump. Let me tell you something you don't hear much about in the corporate media or in the halls of Congress. Today, if you can believe it, despite a huge increase in worker productivity, real inflation accounted for wages are lower today than they were 52 years ago. So workers are producing more and more, but almost all of the benefits are going to the top 1%. And during that same period, we have seen a $75 trillion transfer of wealth from the bottom 90% to the top 1%. Today in America, half of older workers have nothing in the bank as they face retirement. And 22% of our seniors are living on $15,000 a year or less. And 800,000 Americans are sleeping out on the streets. Today, as I look at this great crowd, I remember another rally that I attended. I wasn't up here, I was way, way back. And that was in 1963. I was in Washington for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s great I Have a Dream speech. And the truth is, while many, many problems remain, we should be proud that we have made significant progress in fighting racism. And I can remember several decades ago that in the United States Senate, there were all of 2 women, virtually no women governors, very few women in the House. Hundreds of women died every year because they could not access legal abortions. I can remember growing up when young people who were gay were ashamed to acknowledge that and suffered in their silence. And nobody back then would have dreamed that we would achieve gay marriage in many states in this country. So my point is that we have made and should be proud of the fact that we have made progress in a number of enormously important areas. But we should also be conscious that in perhaps the most important issue, the economic struggle that so many Americans are now engaged in, we have lost ground. Back in 1944, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, one of the great presidents in the history of our country, he gave a State of the Union address. And this is what he said back in 1944. He said, you know what? We are a great country. We have a great constitution. We have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, etc. But what we need to add to that is to understand that economic rights are human rights. That if you can't afford to go to a doctor, it doesn't really matter about voting. If you can't afford to feed your kids, freedom of assembly doesn't matter that much. He said economic rights are human rights. So today, in the year 2025, we have got to pick up that banner. Economic rights are human rights. Every single person is entitled. And this gets to a very fundamental issue. Musk and his friends see you as nothing more than workers to be disposed of. They got rid of tens of thousands of federal workers, and when information, artificial information, and robotics comes, they're going to throw you out on the street as well. They don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about your kids. And what we have got to do is say, sorry, we are human beings. And we are entitled to certain fundamental economic rights. So no, we are not going to give more tax breaks to billionaires. We're going to demand that they start paying their fair share of taxes. No, we're not going to keep a federal minimum wage of $7.25 an hour. We're going to raise that wage to a living wage. No worker in America should live in poverty. End of discussion. And We're going to pass the PRO Act to make sure that employers cannot act illegally when workers are trying to form unions. We're going to grow the trade union movement. In America, we're not going to turn our backs on our parents and grandparents who helped build this country. We're not going to cut Social Security. We're going to expand Social Security benefits. And by the way, we're going to reestablish defined benefit pensions for workers in this America. Instead of making massive cuts to Medicaid, we must do what every other major country on earth does. It ain't radical. Healthcare is a human right. We're going to guarantee healthcare to all. Through a Medicare for all, single-payer system. The function of healthcare is not to make the insurance companies and the drug companies rich. And we're going to stop paying 10 times more for some prescription drugs than the people of other countries. We can lower prescription drugs by 50%. Here in LA, in Burlington, Vermont, and all across this country, we have a major housing crisis. All right? And it's not just homelessness. It's people paying 40, 50, 60% of their limited incomes in housing. Instead of spending $1 trillion a year on the military, let's build 5 million units of low-income and affordable housing. Brothers and sisters, we live in a competitive global economy. And if we're going to effectively compete, we need the best educated workforce in the world. It is nothing less than insane and counterproductive that we have young people leaving higher education $50,000, $80,000 in debt. We need more doctors. You know what doctors are leaving medical school with? $500,000 in debt. Nurses are leaving $100,000 in debt. Education is a human right, from child care through college. We need sheet metal workers. We need carpenters. We need construction workers. We need apprenticeship programs. We need to make public colleges, universities, and trade schools tuition free. Donald Trump thinks that climate change is a quote-unquote hoax originating in China. This state, California, has gone through enough pain to know that climate change is not a hoax. It is an existential threat to this state, to Vermont, to the whole country, and the whole world. Instead of appeasing the fossil fuel industry, who are lying and destroying our planet, we're going to transform our energy system and lead the world into sustainable energy and energy efficiency. And we create millions of good-paying jobs as we do that. Look, I don't have to tell anyone here that this is a moment in the modern history of our country. We've never gone through anything like this. But this is what I do want to say. Despair is not an option. Giving up and hiding under the covers is not acceptable. The stakes are just too high. And let me tell you, when Donald Trump looks out at this crowd, and they pay attention to this stuff, and Elon Musk does, you are scaring the hell out of them. Because they know what you know and what I know, is that they are the 1%, we are the 99%. Back in 1857, when abolitionists were working day and night to end the nightmare of slavery, this is what Frederick Douglass, you all remember Frederick Douglass? Very great abolitionist. Listen closely to what he said, because it is as relevant today as it was back then in the fight against slavery. This is what he said, quote, "Power conceives nothing without a demand. It never did, and it never will. Find out just when any people will quietly submit to, and you have found out the exact measure of injustice and wrong which will be imposed upon them. And these will continue till they are resisted with either words or blows or with both. The limits of tyrants are prescribed by the endurance of those whom they oppress." The oligarchy will concede nothing. They have the wealth, they have the power, they own Congress, they own the White House, they own much of the media, but they don't own us. Now, I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be easy. It's not. We're going to have to fight them door to door, workplace to workplace, school to school. We're going to have to educate. We're going to have to mobilize. We're going to have to stand up in a dozen different ways. But from the bottom of my heart, and I've been to every state in this country, I don't care whether you're Republican, Democrat, or Independent, the people of this country do not want oligarchy. They do not want authoritarianism, and they want a government that works for all of us, not just the 1%. Thank you all very much.
All right, we gotta go, guys. We gotta go. All right, last one.
Come on, go see sometime. Thank you. Can you say hi to my friend Violet?
Hi, Violet. Please. All right, yeah. Last one. This is the last one. All right, have a good one, guys. All right, let's go this way. All right. Oh, God. Hi. All right, quick. You got to snap them real quick. All right.
Okay, can we also get a picture?
Sure.
Can you take it out?
All right. All right, we got to go. Okay. Nice to meet you, man.
Thank you.
All right. What's going on, guys?
Can I take a picture?
Quick, just take your phones out. All right, nice.
Oh, Hassan, yes.
What's up?
Yo, Hassan, I love you, bro. That's
Nice to meet you guys.
Every day.
Hell yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
Dude, please. Oh, turn around. I'm so sorry. We're gonna go like this. Fuck it. Send it. Dude, hell yeah. I love you, bro.
Nice to meet you. All right, quick.
Thank you.
Hey, what up?
How are you?
How's it going? Big fan.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to see you. Free Luigi.
Free Luigi. Thanks, man. All right. Nice to meet you guys. All right.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Sure, just, yeah.
Thank you. Can I get one photo real quick?
All right. Nice to meet you. Sure.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Hey.
I'm so short, dog. I'm a shorty. Can you please? Yes!
Nice to meet you guys. All right, we got to keep walking.
Oh, did I fuck it up?
No, I saw. All right.
Thanks for getting a picture with us, bro.
Sure. Thank you for being here, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. What's up, man? What's going on?
I watch you every day, bro.
Nice to meet you, man. Thank you.
Parasocial. Very good. Have a good one.
All right, have a good one.
Watch you every day, son. Big fan.
Nice to meet you guys.
Appreciate what you do, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Can I get a picture?
Sure. All right.
I'm really sorry. Can I get one too?
Yeah.
Yo, this is really fucking weird.
Here, just hit the video and then screenshot it.
Oh yeah. Yo.
All right. Have a good one. Nice to meet you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks, bro.
What's up?
See you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming, man.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
I got
Nice
into all
to-
power books because of you.
Oh, hell yeah. They're great. Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for being here.
Can I butt in real quick, just real quick?
Sure.
Thank you. Sorry
Nice-
to harass.
nice shirt, man.
Thank you.
All right,
Luigi.
can I shake your hand?
Yeah.
Nice
Nice to meet you.
Shake your hand too.
All
I'm
right.
a real big fan. I've watched
Nice
you
to meet
for
you
like
guys.
5 years, man.
Thank you. Thank you for watching.
Appreciate you so much.
Hell yeah.
Keep it on it. Hey, have a good one.
What's up? Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up? What's going on?
We gotta get out of here.
All right. I think we go that way and then.
So I can find the political baddies.
Hey,
All right.
My friend is
Good
so much
luck.
shy. Can she take a picture?
Sure.
Can you take a picture?
Sure.